Hey guys, I'm Craig, and today for the Surfboard Guide, we're going to check out the Zipper by Tyler Warren Surfboards. So this here is my Zipper, and I think it's stock. It's 5'9", 23/8, 2 9/16, and it's 33.5 litres, or just shy, like 33.45 or something like that if you want to get technical. And looking over Tyler Warren, it's kind of like a fun, kind of forgiving, twin plus one kind of board. Sits a little bit, you know, my shortboard's normally like 5'11", 6'0", about 32.5 litres. So this is a little bit shorter, a little bit thicker, wider, and a little bit more volume. And predominantly I've been surfing it as a 2+1. So looking over the Zipper, fairly wide kind of outline, wide tail, holds whips through the back, fairly wide through the front profile, but still got a pointy kind of performance nose. On the side, a little bit of lift through the nose, rocker through the bottom, nothing crazy, but never feels like it wants to nosedive or it's too flat at all. Almost like a little gentle beak there. Not quite, but kind of like a tiny one. Rail feels really nice. Like if you want a fun, kind of forgiving board that you just put under your arm and you go, oh, this thing feels like it's gonna be good. It feels exactly that. So kind of like a mid rail, holds enough volume to feel like it's gonna be forgiving, but not too thick that feels like it's gonna be bulky or hard to turn at all. Flipping it over, feels like there's a single through the bottom, double through the fins, and then I don't know if it's a double continue out the back or a V, but there's just a little lift on that stringer behind the center fin that makes it feel like there's like a little bit of a V through the back end, or the double just continues out the back. I actually think the double just continues out the back. So yeah, still a little bit of a rise there, and double comes out through the back of the tail. What's also really cool about the Zipper is the diamond tail. Don't see too many diamond tails these days. I actually had a friend, or one of my dad's friends when I grew up, and he rode diamond tails on absolutely everything. I think he still does. And diamond tail's really cool. Felt really free, easy to surf, quite forgiving, and kind of complemented everything else in the package of the Zipper. So you might have seen, we did our like urban surf review a while ago. You would have seen some clips of the Zipper. We talked a little bit about it. We mainly took down EPS boards to surf in the pool at Melbourne Urban Surf, but I took down a few PUs, a few boards I had and some that I grabbed that I thought, hey, they'll be really good boards. Just they got a bit of extra squirt and they seem to be quite fun and fast, and I think they go well in the pool. And the Zipper was one of them. So you might have seen some clips in the pool, and also include some clips in the pool because we ended up with a lot of footage in the pool. But I also wanted to go in a bit more depth because I think the Zipper offers a lot more than just a board surf in the pool. I'll go as far as saying it's one of the funnest and easiest surf boards I've ridden in a long time, but I'll go into that a little bit more later. But yeah, we came back, we got some clips of it in the ocean, and I'm gonna say like there wasn't too much it can't do. So it sits a little bit shorter than my shortboards. Shortboard's kind of like 5'11", 6'0", 32.5 litres, 92 kilos. So it's a little bit shorter, wider, thicker, a little bit more volume, and it feels absolutely perfect. Feels like as long as I can remember now. Last couple of years I've been having issues with my knee, and I've been out of the water, in the water, and I'm still riding shortboards, but just feel like I'm not surfing like where I was maybe a couple of years ago, and I want to do some stuff now to get that back. But what I really liked about the Zipper, that it was fun and it was forgiving, like, you know, mid-lengths and some fishes and stuff we've ridden, but it had really like high-end, high-performance shortboard capability. So while I didn't feel I was surfing at like my A game, this board kind of let me bring my surfing up, you know, at a level kind of maybe better than where I'm surfing, if that makes sense. It was just so easy to surf. You know, also having been injured and riding heaps of mids and all this stuff that's kind of, you know, jam-packed with volume and a lot of ease to surf. Some shortboards are kind of felt, I don't want to say they're terrifying, but you know, they're very performance, they're lower on volume, they're quite narrow in places. But I still wanted that feeling of like being able to do like, you know, some performance surfing and turns, and the Zipper let me do that. So I'm going to go as far as saying it's super fun in really like kind of, you know, weaker and average conditions, but actually in the way you started to pump or they had a bit of push, or you just want to do some really good surfing, there wasn't too much the Zipper couldn't do. So I've had this for the best part of 12 months now. Took it to urban surf, got some clips in the ocean. It's just something I'm surfing pretty regularly now when I feel like waves are, you know, I can put it in the car and know that it's gonna work if the waves are like 1-2 foot and shitty, or, you know, 4 or 5 foot and kind of pumping. It's been absolutely epic. When we checked out the zipper down in urban surf in the pool, I think we rode the new Futures Black Sticks 2+1s. So you would have seen, I'll put a link to that, but Futures brought out a twin+1 black stick. So that's their speed generating fin, the V2 foil. And that was awesome in the pool. I've surfed that in the ocean here. Awesome, wasn't too much I couldn't do. But I said this board also had a lot of natural squirt and it was really fast, and it didn't necessarily need that speed generating fin, although it went really well. What I have been surfing in the zipper, this is the AMTs. So they're the Merrick Twins by Futures, twin+1, 2 large leading fins, small stabilizer. And these have been absolutely epic. I've tried the T1s and a bunch of different stuff and they felt okay. The AMT's outline is quite unique. They're a big leading fin, but they kind of like narrow out and they have more like of a sharper kind of like knifier profile through the tip. You know, a lot of fins are kind of more like rounded off and they're a bit thicker through the tip. These thin out, and especially I feel like that stabilizer is quite narrow through its profile. And it's quite tall and then it's knifey towards the tip, but very narrow through that whole profile and stands up a lot. Actually, if I look at this compared to say like T1s or whatever, I feel like there's less, you know, there's more similarity in sizing from the stabilizer to the sides, even though there's less surface area, like the height and stuff seems similar. So AMTs have been absolutely epic, but if you do get out, check the zipper out. You know, if you're riding, you know, T1s, Rastas, the V2 Black Sticks, 2+1s, everything seemed to work really well on them. The board has a lot of natural speed. It's really easy to surf, really easy to paddle in that. So if there's a twin fin set you like, throw it in and check it out. If you get the zipper and you want to check out a fin, I would recommend the AMTs by Futures. Overall, the zipper's been absolutely epic. From the urban surf wave pool through to the ocean back home, there wasn't too much I couldn't do. And when I felt pretty like down on my surfing and I'm not surfing like where I really want to be, this has really let me, you know, come out of the water feeling really good about my surfing. You know, paddles with ease, gets on waves really easily, it's easy to turn, and it can hold some pretty kind of high performance turns in surfing, or as much as I can do. And I really feel like it never let me down. You know, if I want one board in my car that, you know, is going to surf a range of waves from, you know, knee high through to overhead, there isn't too much the zipper couldn't do. So I'm going to go out as far as saying it's one of the funnest boards I've had in a long time, and just so easy to surf. You know, so many boards we check out are really good for, you know, this type of surfing and those type of waves and a bit of others, but this kind of just covered everything. And yeah, I'm blown away by it. Heaps and heaps of fun, and just so damn easy to surf. So yeah, if you want to check them out in Australia, so Tyler Warren is in California. Tyler Warren boards are now being done in Byron Bay by Heart of Glass. And yeah, we've got a few. We checked out recently the bar of soap. This is a zipper, and I've also got a quadratic formula to check out. So yeah, if you want to check out a Tyler Warren board in Australia, reach out to the guys at Heart of Glass. If you're in the US, you probably know where to go. But anyway, thank you so much to the guys at Tyler Warren Australia and Heart of Glass for the opportunity to check out the zipper, and hope you get a chance to check one out too. Thanks so much for watching.